Hello, good morning. This is Barb. I'm with First Class Yoga. And we're going to get started today by sitting up nice and tall in a chair. If you can do it with one without arms, that is better. We're going to start out today by extending that right arm straight out. And we're just going to start tapping. Waking up the body, tapping all the way up around the shoulder. And then turn that palm up and tap the underside of the arm. And onto the other arm. Tap, tap, tap. All the way around that shoulder again. And then turn the palm up. And tap it back down. And then bring your hands to fists and just tap right here in the collarbone. And right down the center into the belly. And then again, either with fists or flat hands, tap, tap, tap down the fronts of the legs. If you can, come all the way, rounding your back over down to your ankles, and then come up the back side of the legs. And then out to those outer thighs, and down the outside of the legs. And come back on the inside of the legs, tapping. And then bring those hands all the way up to the head, tapping around the head. And then bring the hands right between the third eye, right between the eyebrows, tapping. And then down around to the sides of the eyes, the temple area. And then gently just below the eyes. And then go ahead and bring one hand below the nose. And tap right under the chin. And then go ahead and just bring yourself back to a seated position. Just close your eyes. Feel any sensations going on in the body. Any little tingling movements. Notice those sensations. Bring that awareness to yourself. And go ahead and open the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, bring the hands together in prayer position and back down. Finding that breath through the nose. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, bring it back down. Last time. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, back down. This time, go ahead and clasp those hands together and make figure eights. Infinity circles around, rolling those wrists around. And then to get those shoulders involved, make that a big infinity sign, big figure eight, getting those shoulders to start moving. And go ahead and bring that back center. And let's go ahead and extend those arms out to the side and twist a little bit side to side, starting to get that spine to move. Again, sitting up nice and tall, holding that tummy in. And on this next one, both arms go over to the right, and then just release those hands down. So one's going to be on your leg, one's going to be on your chair. Sit up tall, and now exhale, twist and look all the way over that right shoulder, as though you're looking behind yourself. Keep breathing, never hold your breath as I'm holding a pose. And release that back. Go ahead and extend those arms out. The other arm, right arm, comes over to the other side. Release it down. One on your leg, one on your chair. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist and look over that left shoulder. Keep breathing as you're holding the pose. Never stop breathing. And go ahead and bring that back. And bring those arms up to our cactus arms. And drop those fingers down. Keeping the elbows right at the same height. Drop them down. And bring them up. And drop them down. Last time, bring them up and hold them here. And now bring those forearms and elbows together. Stretch out the back shoulders. And as you draw those elbows back, chest is nice and proud. And bring those forearms together, squeezing those elbows together. And draw the elbows back. Last time, bring those forearms together, zip those elbows together, and now lift those elbows up just a little bit more, really stretching through the shoulders, breathing, And go ahead and release that down. Shake that all out. Sitting up nice and tall, coming into a side bend. Inhale, raise that right arm up and reach on over. And exhale it back center. Stay on this side as you reach over again. Side bend and back center. Make sure you're doing it to the side, not leaning forward. And release. On this next one, we hold. Reach on over, reach away, and now ground this right hip back down into the chair. Find just a little more space and release that down. And inhale, bring that up 4 times. Reach on over and exhale it back. And inhale and lengthen away and exhale it back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale back. On this next one, we hold. Reach on over, reach away, and now ground this left hip down into the chair. Breathe, and release that back. Roll those shoulders out, and roll them back. And let's go ahead and just waddle in our chairs, lifting one knee and then the other. Starting to wake up that lower part of the body. And bring that back center. We're going to stay on the same side today. Just bring that right knee up and step it down. Hold that tummy in. Bring that left knee up and step it down. So we're going to stay on the same side, raising that right arm and that right knee. And exhale it down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to cross, bring up the right knee and the left arm. Inhale and exhale. Opposite sides. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. And now bring those hands back behind our head. And now we're going to add a twist. Bring that right knee up, and we're going to twist to bring that left elbow over. And step it down. And the left knee comes up, twist, and step it down. And twist, and down. And twist, and release. And twist, and release. And twist, and release. And release that back down. And let's go ahead with those feet nice and parallel in front of ourselves. We're going to open those heels out, open the toes. Open the heels, open the toes. Open the heels, open the toes. Feel that groin and those hips open. And now bring those toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. And heels go open, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. One more time, bring them toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, and heels. And bring those arms flat out in front of you. As you inhale, lift the heels up off the floor and exhale down. Now lift the toes off the floor and bring it back. Lift the heels and exhale, lift the toes. And inhale, lift the heels and exhale, lift the toes. And everything comes back flat. And now bring those elbows back and forward. Elbows come back and forward. Elbows come back and forward. Last one. Draw those elbows back and release that back down. And let's go ahead and work with our hands. Bring those hands up and stretch those fingers long and make fists. And stretch the fingers long and make fists. And stretch and fist. This one we hold. Hold them open. Now just the top knuckles. Bear claw that closed and open. Bear claw and open. Bear claw and open. Last one. bear claw, and open. Keep those hands right where you're at. We're going to go ahead and add our lion in. That's where we're going to go ahead and have our lion claws now. And we're going to be sticking our tongue out as much as we can, and we're going to be opening our eyes as big as they can and roaring like a lion. So working on the face here. Inhale, and on the exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And shake that all out. And let's go ahead and bring up that left arm. Lift that right knee up. And now, reach out for those toes. Stretch that back out and bend the knee, raise that arm. And lengthen to the right toes, crossing the body. Whenever we cross the body, we're getting those hemispheres of the brain to balance out. Breathe. And bring it back. Last one. Reach. And bring it back up. And place that down. Onto the other side. Raise that right arm up. That left knee comes up. And lengthen out. Flex the foot. And bring it back center. And draw those toes toward the body. And lift it back up. And lengthen. And exhale. And reach out. And exhale. Last one. Reach out. And exhale. And release that back down. Let's just shrug those shoulders up to our ears. Reach the fingers down to the ground. Shrug them up and reach down. And shrug them up and reach down. Go ahead and extend those arms out to like a V shape. Bring your fingers out to like a V shape. And we're just going to crisscross, crisscross. Getting those shoulders again, working on the shoulders a lot today. Getting them to move. And bring those back center and release those down. Hands are on top of your thighs. Sit a little bit forward from your chair. I'm going to have us rounding our back. So I want you to have a little bit of space. Hands are on the thighs. Drop your chin into your chest. Tuck that belly in nice and tight. Round your back. Push away. Stretch out the back body. Inhale. Pull your heart forward and arch your back. Lift the chest up. And exhale. Tuck and curl. And inhale. Lengthen forward. And exhale. Tuck and curl. And inhale, lengthen forward. Last one. Exhale, tuck and curl. And inhale, lengthen forward. And go ahead and open those knees out to a nice wide V. Coming all the way into a forward fold. So I want you to slide back into your chairs again. Make sure that you're not going to be falling out. Inhale, raise the arms overhead. Exhale, back to cactus arms. Straight back, tilt yourself forward and place your hands on your thighs. You can either choose to stay here or exhale and slide on down to your ankles, rounding your back. And now press your feet into the floor and slowly slide yourself back up. And inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale all the way down to the ankles. Press the feet into the floor, use the abdominals, and draw yourself up. Last time, inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale. Stay on all the way down, and you can sort of move side to side. Release the neck, release the shoulders, feel that stretch where you need it, and then bring it back center. And slide on up. And go ahead and bring that all the way back center. Are you able to stand? Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to stand up next to our chairs because I love this beautiful chair that I have today here with nice flowers in it. I'm going to have you up. There you go. Can I just move this a little bit? There, I'm going to move this up because you're going to be on the other side. Yes, I'll get it for you. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and stand on the right side of our chair. So if you want to hold on to the chair, that's fine. Hold that belly in nice and tight and find a focus point on the floor about 4 feet in front of yourself. You don't want to necessarily look at me or look at any mirrors. We're working on balance. So let's just bring that outside knee up and lower it down. Stay on that side. Inhale and exhale. See if you can do it without the chair, if that works for you. Otherwise, just hold on to that chair. No, it's there. One more time and bring it back down. Now we're going to take that same leg and we're going to point those toes forward. And we're going to lift it up and lower without touching the floor. And lift up and lower. And lift up and lower. And step that down. Go ahead and shake that out if you need to. So now we're going to work on a lateral movement. We're going to take that same leg to the outside and bring it back center. Use those inner thighs. Outside and pull the inner thigh together. One more time. Outside and bring it back. And now we're going to take that same leg and take it back behind us. So this is going to be a small little movement. We're going to be squeezing our bottom. And inhale, lift that leg up and lower. Lift it up and lower. Lift it up and lower. And step that out. So now we're going to try and put all those together. Let me show you first. We're going to extend that leg forward. We're going to lift up. We're going to bend that knee. We're going to go out to the side. We're going to bend that knee. We're going to take it back behind us and step it down. So let's try that. Abs engaged. Find your focus. And lift that front leg forward. Bend the knee. Out to the side. Bend the knee. Kick behind you and bend the knee and step it down. And let's go on over to the other side. So moving to the other side of the chair. First, we're just going to bend that outside knee and just lift it straight up. So find your focus, tummy's in, and lift that left knee up and lower. And up and lower. And up and lower. And up and lower. Last one. Bring it up and step it down. Go ahead and shake that out. So whenever we're standing on one leg, we're actually strengthening that knee and that ankle. Again, holding that tummy in. Take that left foot forward and lift it up and lower without touching. And lift it up and lower. And lift it up and lower and step that out. Taking it out to the side for the lateral movement. Take it out and bring it center. And take it out and bring it center. And take it out and bring it center and step that down. One more time. Take that leg back behind you and lift up. Squeeze your glutes and lower. And lift up and lower. Last one. Lift up and lower. And shake that out. We're going all the way around this time. Inhale, take that left foot forward and lift it up. Bend the knee. Out to the side. Bend the knee. Back behind you. And bend the knee. And step that down. And let's go ahead and come right behind our chair. We're going to put our fingers on the top of our chair and we're going to walk far enough back that we can get a nice flat back. So some of you might be up here a little bit more tall. Just try to let the chest fall toward the floor. You want to really pull your hips away from you. Pull them back behind you. Breathe. Your head should be right between your arms so that that neck, the spine, stays in alignment, nice and long. As you exhale, try to pull those hips a little bit further back, flattening out your back. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And now everyone bend your knees and slowly bring that forward. Walking your feet right behind your chair. Go ahead and take that left leg all the way back. Those toes are going to be pointing straight forward. Don't have them angle out. And now we're just going to dip that left knee down and back up. We're stretching out that front thigh. Dip it down and stand back up. And dip the left knee down. Both knees are bending at this point. Dip it down and stand back up. Go ahead and bring that back foot forward and step that right foot all the way back. Nice big step so that you're able to do these lunges. And drop the knee down and come back up. And drop the knee down, stretch and come back up. And drop the knee down and back up. And drop the knee down and come back up. And go ahead and step that together. And let's go ahead and come back down into our chairs. And let's go ahead and we're going to scooch ourselves a little bit forward in our chairs, and then we're going to slouch our way back. You're going to hold on to the base of the chair, and then we're going to extend those legs out. And we're going to, same with our arms, we're going to open those legs and crisscross. So really think about these inner thighs doing the work, not just your feet, not just the ankles. Pull those inner thighs together. Breathing, not holding your breath. Crisscross, and go ahead and bring those down. We're going to stay right here. Lift those legs again. This time we're going to point those toes and flutter kick. Again, I want that core pulled in nice and tight. Breathing, lifting those legs. And go ahead and release that down. And let's go ahead and open those knees out to that nice wide V. We're going to come into our warrior sequence. So we're going to slide that right foot straight out, and this left knee is going to stay bent. Extend the arms out, and now turn and look over your left hand. That's the bent knee side. Inhale, lift your chest, and now turn the palms up and reverse warrior. The front hand goes up, the back hand goes down your straight leg. Reach up to the ceiling, reach down to the floor. Feel that left side of the body open as you breathe, never holding your breath. Keep breathing through, reaching the fingers apart, and release that back. And now bend that front arm, that's the bent knee side, and we're going to place that forearm on our bent knee, and the back hand's going to come straight up. Go ahead and turn your gaze all the way up to the top thumb. Now reach up to the ceiling, rotate your hand and extend it right over that bent knee side. So you're looking at the underside of your elbow. Now reach those fingers forward and press that right straight foot down into the floor. Opening up through this right side of the body, breathing, not holding your breath, and release that back. And release that down. Bend that right knee in and slide that left foot out. Going to the other side. And extend the arms out. Turn and look over the right hand. That's the bent knee side. And inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn the palms up and reverse that warrior straight up. Reach the fingers apart. Try to get those shoulders to stack, one on top of the other. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths, and release that back. Fold that front arm and put it on the bent knee side, and the back hand's going to flow up. Reach up to the sky, rotate, and now extend that arm over that bent knee. You're gazing at the underside of your elbow. Reach those fingers away and press that left foot down into the floor. Keep breathing as you do it. Notice that a little more space starts to open. And release that back. And go ahead and bend both knees. So both knees are open into that nice wide V. Hands are on top of the thighs. Drop that right shoulder across your body. And all I want you to do is breathe here. So keep your hips grounded into the chair. And as you breathe, after about 3 or 4 or 5 breaths, you're going to notice that your chest falls a little bit closer towards your leg. That's the contraction of the breath, the contraction of the muscles releasing as you're breathing. And now press your feet into the floor and sit back up. And drop that left shoulder over to that right thigh and just breathe here. That's all you need to do is breathe. Keep grounding this opposite left hip down into the chair so you don't fall out. And once again, press your feet into the floor and sit back up. Going a little bit faster. Drop that right shoulder over to the left knee. Press the feet down and sit back up. Drop the left shoulder over across the body. Abs engage as you sit back up. Again, drop that right shoulder. This time, go ahead and drop that right arm down the middle of your legs. And just circle that around, pointing the fingers down to the ground. And then go ahead and swing it back the other way. And go ahead and press that up. And drop that left shoulder over to the right thigh. Let that left hand dangle in the middle. And just circle it around. And go ahead and circle it back. And go ahead and bring that back center. Bring both legs back around to the front. And go ahead and lift and hold underneath that right thigh. Both hands or one hand either way. We're going to point the toe and flex the foot. And point and flex. And point and flex. Relax, roll that ankle out. And pause and roll it back the other way. Keeping one hand or two hands, we're going to roll out that hip, rolling it around whatever amount you can. Try to get more than just the foot and the ankle. And then pause and circle it back the other way. Nothing is fast in yoga. Keep it to your own body and release it down. Again, draw that opposite thigh up and point and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And relax and roll that ankle around. And pause and roll it back. Again, hold it with one hand or two hands and roll that whole hip out. Nice and slow, trying to get that hip opening. And then pause and circle it back. And go ahead and release that down. Go ahead and raise that left arm up. And then drop your left ear over to your left shoulder. We're just going to gently place those fingers on top of our head. So you're not pulling on your neck, they're just laying there. And now you're going to reach this opposite right arm down to the ground. Really stretching out through that neck. So small little movement. I'm going to drop my nose toward the armpit. Inhale, and now tilt that nose towards your armpit. Again, reach that opposite arm down to the ground, stretching out through the neck. And go ahead and release the top hand down. Raise that right arm up, drop that right ear to your shoulder, fingers just rest on your head. And as they're there, you reach the opposite arm down to the floor, stretching out the neck, breathing. And again, small movement, dropping the nose toward the armpit. Inhale, and now tilt that nose down, reach that opposite arm down to the ground, breathe. And release that back. Sitting up nice and tall, we're just going to be pulling that chin into our chest, creating a double chin, stretching out the back of our neck. So just bring your head straight back, tilt your chin in, and release. And tilt your chin in, and release. And tilt your chin in, and release. Last one. Tilt your chin in, and release. And go ahead and sit all the way back into our chairs. Sitting with your hands face down, palms face down, so that you feel nice and grounded and safe in the earth. Or if you feel like you need energy today, reverse those hands so the palms are up, facing the heavens to receive any energy from the universe. Slowly just tilt your chin towards your chest, keeping the back of the neck nice and long, the eyes gently closed. And so today's meditation is about gratitude and appreciation. So think about someone that you know, not someone very close to you, but somebody who's maybe just a stranger passing you by. Maybe it's a neighbor that you don't know very well. And think about something that maybe somebody has done for you. Maybe they've put away your shopping cart. Maybe they brought you over a plate of food. Maybe they've gotten your mail for you. Think about something someone that you don't know very well has done for you, and feel that gratitude and appreciation in your body. And notice where that is in your body. Notice that feeling. And now think about somebody that's maybe closely related to you. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a good friend. Maybe it's a longtime friend. And think about the wonderful memories that you have with that person. And again, bring gratitude to your heart. Bring appreciation for who they are and the times that you've shared. And again, feel that appreciation and gratitude in your body. And notice where that is. And now think about yourself and think about the great qualities that you have yourself. Maybe you have patience. Maybe you have curiosity. Maybe you have acceptance. Think about the good qualities that you have and give a little self-appreciation and self-gratitude for learning those wonderful qualities, for being able to demonstrate them, maybe being kind to others, loving others, and notice how that feels in the body. And notice that when you are feeling gratitude and appreciation, it's impossible for you to feel anger and hostility. So anytime that you start to worry or feel anxious or angry, think about something to be grateful for, to quickly change your mindset, to appreciate the gifts of life. And now with your eyes still closed, go ahead and bring those hands together and slide those hands together, creating some friction and some warmth in the hands. The eyes are still closed. And now bring those warm hands over your eyes, onto your face, bringing all that healing energy into the body, down through the throat, into the shoulders, down the arms, down through the torso, into the hips, all the way into the legs, all the way down to the feet. And now very, very slowly let the eyes open, releasing those hands down to the heart center, slightly bowing your head. And at the end of every yoga class, we say the word namaste, which means, may the light in my heart center shine upon the light in your heart center. And together, we're all one in this universe. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.